Controversy in the derby. Was Real Madrid wronged? Did VAR interfere too much? Was Atletico favoured? This classic heated up, and there's a lot you need to see before drawing any conclusions. The fans are furious, the players reacted, and even the coaches were questioned. Let's understand everything that happened and unravel this controversy that's making waves. So if you love football and are a cool person who wants to help, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It would really help me a lot. Thank you. This 1-1 draw between Real Madrid and Atletico was not just another intense classic. It could change the course of La Liga. It was the third consecutive draw between the rivals with the same scoreline. But the impact on the table could be huge. With this stumble, Real Madrid risks seeing Barcelona close in dangerously, potentially ending up just 2 points from the top. Meanwhile, Atletico, who was still in the hunt, could finish the round just 1 point behind Barca. In other words, besides the rivalry on the field, this result added even more fuel to the title race. But even before the ball rolled, Santiago Bernabeu experienced a special moment. Real Madrid paid a beautiful tribute to one of the greatest idols in their history, Marcelo. The eternal number 12, a multi-champion with the club, received a signed jersey from the players and his iconic Adidas boots. The fans, of course, did their part, singing his name and the traditional club song in an emotional scene. Marcelo, visibly moved, thanked the supporters, once again showing the strong bond he has with Madrid. But after this beautiful tribute, the festive atmosphere gave way to tension, and the game's controversies began to unfold. Then came the big controversy of the match. Atletico de Madrid was awarded a penalty in a play that sparked a lot of debate. Tchouaméni allegedly stepped on Samuel Lino in the box, but the detail that left Madrid fans outraged was the supposed omission of the clearest replay by VAR. The referee did not clearly see the contact at the moment, and even with the review, the decision to award the penalty was upheld. In Spain, the media debated whether VAR should have intervened in the incident, further escalating the controversy. Simeone, as expected, defended the decision, while Ancelotti chose not to engage in discussions about the officiating. Let's briefly see what both coaches said about this after the match.
Justo comentábamos, ¿no? Hubo un penal igual en el partido de hoy a la tarde de Bilbao-Girona, si no me equivoco. Y bueno, nada, y el árbitro tuvo la misma situación, lo llamó al VAR, fue todo parecido. Me pareció que el árbitro lo llevó de la mejor manera, obviamente con sus criterios y sus decisiones en determinados momentos. Para algunos la de Ceballos es roja, o al menos llamarlo para que puede ser roja, para otros no. Pero bueno, ahí en la velocidad él entendió lo que entendió, no lo llamaron del VAR, evidentemente no entendieron de que lo tenían que llamar, y bueno, me pareció que hizo un partido correcto.
Buenas noches, mister. José Luis Sánchez para Jóvenes de la Sexta. Quería preguntarle por la acción del 0-1 de Atlético de Madrid, ese penalti, ¿cómo lo has visto?
No, pasa.
¿No quieres hablar del árbitro?
No.
¿Por algún motivo?
No quiero. Simplemente.
Ancelotti's irritation with the refereeing relates to the context of tension that Real Madrid is experiencing with officials this season. During the week, the club had already criticized the technical committee of referees, CTA, and the Spanish Federation, exposing alleged mistakes made against the team. This created an even tenser atmosphere for the clash against Atletico de Madrid, where any refereeing decision would be contentious. Real Madrid's equalizer came right at the start of the second half. The play began with Rodrigo, who delivered a precise cross. Bellingham shot, but Atletico's defense blocked it. And from the rebound, Mbappe showcased his striker instinct by scoring the equalizing goal. This moment highlighted the collective involvement of the Madrid attack, which was essential against a well-organized Atletico defense. The detail of Mbappe's injury adds an intriguing element to the play. The French forward scored the goal without realizing he had an open cut on his finger, which was only noticed by Bellingham and Vinny Jr., who called the medics to attend to him. This episode reinforces the player's focus and intensity as he continued normally without noticing the physical issue. Rodrigo, in turn, had a highly praised performance. he was the most active player in Madrid's attack, creating good opportunities and playing a crucial role in the equalizer. However, once again, he was substituted by Ancelotti, something that has generated criticism. The Brazilian is in great form and on many occasions seems to be the most dangerous player in Real Madrid's offensive line. His frequent substitution raises questions about the coach's choices, especially when the team needs creativity and speed to break through tight defenses. Real Madrid's physical fatigue was a decisive factor in the second half, and the fact that the coaching staff distributed apple cider vinegar candies to the players, including Vini Jr., reinforces this concern. These candies are known to help relieve muscle cramps, indicating that the team was already feeling the effects of intense exertion throughout the match. Against an Atletico team that was pressing and playing physically, the endurance of the Madrid players became an evident problem. Despite the visible fatigue, Ancelotti hesitated to make substitutions, something that has been a topic of debate in other matches. The coach has great faith in his starting lineup and often takes time to react, even when the team shows clear signs of exhaustion. This can be seen as a strategic error, as Real Madrid lost intensity at the end of the match and couldn't keep up with the opponent's pace during critical moments. Camavinga, who was one of the players who came on later, seemed more concerned with fixing his hair, while Atletico advanced on the attack. This kind of posture might partly explain the coach's reluctance to utilize more players from the bench. If he feels he can't rely on certain players to maintain the team's level, he insists on his starters to the physical limit, which can be risky, especially in high-demand matches like this one. Real Madrid maintained their lead, but at the cost of extreme effort, with players pushing beyond their physical limits. Vinicius Jr., for example, remained on the field even when injured, fighting until the last minute to prevent a counter-attack. This type of commitment showcases the team's competitive mentality, but it also raises concerns about the impact of this weariness on the rest of the season. With a decisive clash against Manchester City on the horizon, the team arrives under intense pressure. Besides the physical fatigue, there's a sense that any mistake could be costly. Real Madrid has the quality and experience to face significant challenges, but the lack of reliable alternatives in the squad and the hesitation to make substitutions could be worrying factors. The team remains at the top, but the price of this leadership could be paid at the most crucial moment of the season. The Classic ended with more controversy than football, and Real Madrid stays in the lead, but at what cost? The physical wear and the refereeing decisions have left a tense atmosphere for the upcoming matches, especially with a decisive clash against Manchester City approaching. Now the question is, was this draw an acceptable stumble or a warning sign for more significant problems as the season reaches its climax? If you enjoyed this analysis and want to keep up with more football content, please like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your participation helps a lot and strengthens the channel. Thanks, and see you next time.